Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I would like to share how I made Navdurga goddesses, the 9 forms of goddess Durga Devi for Navratri. This was a very big project and it is something I made for the very first time. So I usually make my gods or goddesses from scratch using the air dry clay. And I got to know about the 9 forms of Durga Devi couple years ago, and usually these 9 forms of Durga are worshipped in northern part of India, and I being from southern part of India, I did not have much knowledge about these goddesses. And once I got to know about the goddess, I got so fascinated that it is the single form of Parvati or Durga Devi who takes 9 different forms during the Navratri time, and how she transforms from one form to another. So since couple years I got fascinated by this. The more I learn about the goddesses, the more interesting it was for me, and I had so much to learn from the goddesses. So I thought I would like to build these goddesses for this Navratri time. In this process, I looked at YouTube to see if any other YouTubers might have already made Navdurga forms, but I couldn't find much videos. I could only find one YouTuber who made them, but he only briefly shared his idols. He did not share any making process. So I had to go back and dig deep and look into each goddess form and look into all the paintings which were done in the past by many different artists, and each of the goddess I got to learn about them. So while I was making every goddess, I have realized that most of the goddess forms are mounting on an animal as her vehicle or vahana, and I might have done mistakes while I did this because I did not know which vehicle exactly goddess Chandraghanta might have ridden on. It could be a wolf too, so I am not sure, but according to the best of my knowledge, I could do these idols. Please forgive me if I have done any mistakes. So all I did was I first did all the vehicles of all the goddesses, all different animal forms. It could be a lion, it could be a tiger, or it could be the ox or the bull form of the goddess, where the goddess is seated. For example, the first form of Navdurga Devi, she is goddess Shailaputri. She sits on Nandishwara, who is an ox. So I did all the animals first and let them dry a little bit, and then I started building each of the goddess on the top of the animals. And my suggestion would be, don't let the idol dry too much, the animal dry too much, because if the animal dries too much, it will be hard for us to stick on the next layer, that is the goddess on top of the animal. That's my suggestion. And then I started building the goddess by making her legs first, and then the body, and then her hands. Usually I did like that, and then also did the faces. The most challenging ones are the ones obviously with several different hands. So the goddesses had almost 10 to 12 hands in some forms. So it was the most challenging one, and I had to use supporting sticks. And I used the small sticks which we get for agarbatti. Once we finish the agarbatti, the end of the agarbatti stick is very thin, and one of the YouTuber who is a great sculptor, he suggested to use that. So I thought that is very useful, so I used those, and that way I could support my idol, all those different hands the goddess has. And also the other challenge for me was, how will I do the ornaments, the hair and everything, because in USA we do not have so many beads and the decorative items. At least I did not know where to buy them. I looked at Amazon, Walmart, and Dollar General, such stores, but I couldn't find much. So, whatever I could find, I had to use that and create the ornaments for the goddesses. Uh, that's the best I could do, I would say. And the hair was another big challenge, because I didn't want to just keep something and it doesn't look realistic, as I was trying to give the real clothes, and I built the entire idol, and then I put on the real clothes. I cut them, I used glue gun to stitch the clothes and everything. So when I did all that, I really wanted to give good hair to the goddess. So I tried to get some artificial hair and put it on to few idols, but then the hair was getting super messy and I did not like that idea. And later on, I got this idea of using the black pom-pom, and that really stayed very well. That's an entirely good tip I can give you, that just use the black pom-pom. You can use glue gun and then you can stick it up, and that works really well, and it gives a very nice wavy nature to the hair too, and I like that. And the the instruments or the weapons the goddesses are using, that's another big challenge, because if we make the weapons with the clay, then the goddess may or may not be able to hold them, because those weapons would be heavy too, and hence I had to come up with some other idea, and I came up with using wall putty, something similar to wall putty. I found it on Amazon, and I found that was very useful. It was a little sticky, it had to become a little dry, and then it was able to be, work on okay. So I used those and made all those weapons which my goddesses are carrying, and those weapons, those three-dimensional weapons, will give a better look, is what I thought. Otherwise you can cut them up using an aluminum foil also, a thick aluminum foil you can get from Dollar General. So these are all the idols I have made. I painted them white first and then did all the coloring. Usually I did paint the blouse coloring and do the clothes realistic by using glue guns and stitching the lace and ornaments and the hair as I've described, and they are holding all different weapons to finally give the three-dimensional look. I like the way they came out. That's all I have in this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thank you so much for watching. You all have a great day. Bye.